Let us study methods of reproduction in algae. There are three methods of reproduction found in algae: vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Let us see vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction has two processes, by fragmentation and by budding. When each fragment of the thallus has the capacity to form new individual, it is called fragmentation. When the body gets divided into different fragments and each fragments give rise to new individual, it is called fragmentation. It is seen in Protosiphon. Now let us see what is budding. In Protosiphon, budding takes place due to proliferation of vesicles. The buds detach to form the new thalli. We can see here the buds formed in the Protosiphon. These buds detach from the parent body and give rise to new individuals. Now let us see asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction by zoospores. These are special flagellated structures of algae. It is an important method of reproduction in green algae. It is the point to be noted that it is the important mode of reproduction in green algae. And flagella is present in the zoospores. Zoospores are tiny mass of protoplasm which contain minute protoplasmic fibers known as flagella. These minute protoplasmic fibers are called flagella. These are formed either in sporangia or directly formed from the vegetative cells. Zoospores may be of following kinds. Let us see the kinds of zoospores we can see. Biflagellate zoospores. When two flagella are present in the zoospores. Example is Ectocarpus chlamydomonas. When four flagella are present in the zoospores, we call them quadriflagellate zoospores. Example is Ulothrix. When more than four flagella are present in the zoospores, then we call them multiflagellate. Multiflagellate are of two kinds. Flagella found on all over the surface of zoospores. Example, Vaucheria. We can see by the diagram. In this Vaucheria, the flagella are found on the surface of the zoospores. And in Oedogonium, they are arranged in the anterior part in a ring. So these are two different kinds of multiflagellate zoospores in Oedogonium and Vaucheria. Now let us see formation of zoospores. Formation of zoospores usually takes place during the favorable conditions. So when the conditions are favorable, then zoospores are formed with flagella. Both the flagella of zoospores of green algae are equal in length and whiplash type. The zoospores of brown algae contain unequal flagella, one of which flagella is whiplash type and other is tinsel type. Zoospores are usually formed inside the zoosporangium. One or more zoospores may be formed within a zoosporangium. So these zoospores are formed inside the structure called zoosporangium. The zoospores are liberated through a pore or by transverse splitting of the zoosporangial wall. So zoospores are liberated either through a pore or by the transverse, means horizontal splitting of the zoosporangial wall. These zoospores then can swim in water for some time and then go to a resting period. They swim in water because they have flagella, then they go to a resting period. Flagella get degenerated during resting period. After the resting periods, zoospores are germinated to form the new thallus. Now we will know about the second type of asexual reproduction, that is by aplanospores. They are non-motile, non-flagellated spores. These are formed usually during the unfavorable conditions. Examples are Ulothrix, Vaucheria, Microspora. During their formation, the protoplast of the cells withdraw from the cell wall, they round off and secrete a wall around itself. In zoospores, they didn't secrete the wall around itself, but in the aplanospores, they secrete a wall around itself. The wall of aplanospores is distinct from that of the parent cell. So they have a distinct cell wall that is different from the parent cell. These are the 4 types of zoospores we have seen. Biflagellated zoospores seen in the Chlamydomonas, quadriflagellated zoospores seen in Ulothrix, and multiflagellated we have already seen. This is the formation of aplanospore. See aplanospore inside the cell. It has a cell wall. This aplanospores is released. Then it germinates and forms the filaments. Means it germinates to give rise to a new thallus. This is aplanospore formation in Vaucheria. Now we will see the difference between zoospore formation and aplanospore formation. This is very important. Zoospores are motile asexual spores, but aplanospores are non-motile spores. Zoospores do not possess a true cell wall, but aplanospores possess a true cell wall. Zoospores are small in size, but aplanospores are comparatively larger in size. Zoospores are incapable of enduring harsh environmental conditions. They cannot bear harsh environmental conditions, so they are formed during favorable conditions. But the aplanospores are capable of enduring harsh environmental conditions, that is, they can be formed in the unfavorable conditions too. Thank you.